Welcome to Thrive Talks Anything. Today we're going to have an insightful conversation. For those that are new to the channel, we make mental health conversations and content that's going to be beneficial to your personal development and just to your well-being, right? But in today's conversation, we're going to be talking about how to co-create your life with the law of attraction, right? The purpose of this video is to introduce the law of attraction as a powerful tool for manifesting your goals, cultivating positive energy, and aligning your actions with your desires. So viewers will be able to learn how to harness their principles of the law of attraction to create the life that you truly want, right? However, in our first segment, we're going to be diving into understanding the law of attraction. So what is it? Have you ever heard of someone saying like attracts like? Right? So this is the essence of the law of attraction, one of the most powerful tools for creating your life that you desire. But what exactly is the law of attraction? Right now, we're going to dive into that, right? So tune in. So our first key point is the definition of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a belief that by focusing on positive or negative thoughts, you can bring positive or negative experiences into your life, right? So these manifestations. Next is going to be how it works. So the energy that you emit. So through your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions attracts similar energy. So by aligning your energy with your desires, you can attract what you want in your life. So I'm not sure if you guys heard of this, but the energy that you put out there is energy that you're gonna receive. It's gonna come back. So this is how it works. Like they said, is the thoughts, feelings, and those actions. So we gotta be really regulating, the energy that we're putting out there and our behaviors and those patterns, right? So when it comes to research insights from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology in 2020, we found that individuals who practice positive thinking are more likely to have higher levels of well-being and success in achieving their goals. So we gotta take that into consideration of the power of positivity when it comes to our mindset and how that alters, our reality. Next segment, I want to dive into set clear intentions. So usually when you're being more intentional, you're taking things serious, life is going to become more intentional, more serious. Those good things, those blessings will come, right? But when you're out here just being nonchalant, you just don't give a F, or you're being silly, you're hanging out with the wrong people, I'm sorry to say, but you might be stuck in misery. So I really want us to take into consideration about, being clear, being intentional, being aware of our surroundings and the energy that we put out there, of course, right? So the first step in co-creating your life with the law of attraction is setting clear, focused intentions. The more specific that you are about what you want, the easier it is for the universe to align with your desires. So our key point I want to start off with is clarity is key. So be specific about what you want to manifest, right? Rather than just saying, I want to be successful, you should say, I want to land my dream job by the end of the year, right? So being clear, be concise, being specific about what you want, so those things could happen. Next is going to be the power of visualization. So visualizing your desired outcomes help align your energy with what you want. So picture yourself achieving your goal, feeling those emotions associated with it, and embracing the positive energy, right? So really thinking about it, really dreaming, really feeling and visualizing what you see, and having that consistency with that, and just keep practicing that, and these things will happen. And that's the power of visualization. When it comes to research insights published by the Psychology of Motivation, researchers found that individuals who practice visualization techniques were 40% more likely to achieve their goals due to enhanced focus and motivation. So when we really are intentional, we're really focused, and we're really determined on what we want and we want to see, things start to happen, and our chances have been increased by 40%, right? So I want to take that into consideration when it comes to motivation and these visualizations. Next segment, we're going to dive into cultivating positive energy, which is obviously necessary because that's really what's going to give us what we need and get us into the alignment of what we want, right? So positive energy is the foundation of the law of attraction. The more positive energy you emit, the more positive experiences you attract into your life. But how do you cultivate this energy? Talk about it. So number one, really big, I always scream to the top of my lungs, is that gratitude. Got my journal right here. We're writing good things in here, writing what we're grateful for, what we, day, life, etc. And this is a part of it, cultivating that positive energy. So gratitude is going to be practicing daily gratitude to rise your vibration, being thankful for what you already have, opens the door to more abundance, right? So it's not about what the next person has and envying and this, that, I don't got that, I'm jealous, or whatever it may be. You really got to just focus on your life, focus on what you have and what you're grateful for. Just focus on you, right? Start there. Next is going to be optimism and positivity, right? Is basically going to be focusing on what's good in your life, even during challenges. So when you maintain the positive mindset, you're more likely to attract opportunities and experiences that align with your desires, right? On a religious standpoint, someone's not going to give you, in other words, God is not going to give you, something more than what you can chew. You know what I mean? If they already see you are in a situation that you got to get yourself out of, they're not going to put you in a worse predicament, right? So that's just, how I see things. But just pulling it back to our video, we really have to, like I said, be optimistic and really try to embrace, like I said, that positive mindset to be able to really break free from the misery and what we got going on. Because where we're at right now is a moment. It doesn't define the future, right? It's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset. So like I said, try to be positive, try to work that mindset, try to get yourself into the right environment, and really try to be more aware and intentional about what you're doing, what you're saying, and these visualizations, the energy that you're putting out there. When it comes to some research, from a 2020 study, we found from the Journal of Positive Psychology, found that individuals who practice daily gratitude exercises experience increased happiness and greater sense of overall well-being. So like I said, when we're grateful, we're having that gratitude, we're really being thankful, and we're focusing on ourselves, this is going to really be able to help us have significant benefits in our life and even just feeling happiness and adequate overall. Next segment, we're going to talk about taking inspired action, right? So we could be the person in the back to talk about it, or you could be a doer and you actively get in there and you handling business, right? And you have the success behind you within that law of attraction, right? So while the law of attraction is powerful, it's not just about thinking positive thoughts. You must also take inspired action towards your goals, right? So the universe may present you with opportunities, but it's up to you, for you to be able to act on them, right? So like my pop said, is that something about like a horse and like a pond, for instance. Like, you can't force the horse to drink. Let's just get to the point, right? It's there for you to be able to get hydration, get your body right, but you can't force someone else to drink. So it's up to you to take the action. You have the choice. Your will's in your hands, right? But pulling it back to, like I said, taking inspired action, key point number one is going to be inspired action. So inspired action is when you feel a strong intuitive pull to take steps towards your goal, right? So these actions feel right and they align with your inner desires, right? So if you feel like this opportunity is for you, go for it. You know what I mean? Just get in your lane, do what you got to do, if it feels right for you. Next is going to be trusting the process. Trust the process, right? So trust that the universe is guiding you, even if things don't unfold exactly as planned. You want to remain calm. You want to remain open to new possibilities, right? You want to just be able to trust the process, and things will work out. Like I said, with that positive mindset, don't pull yourself into self-sabotaging mode. Don't get negative. Don't, you know what I mean? Really just try to be, that's why solitude is really important, but you really want to be able to be just, stoic, everything will be all right, you know what I mean? Just really trust the process. When it comes to some research insights according to the study of motivation and emotion from 2021, individuals who take proactive steps towards their goal are more likely to experience success because they are combining positive thinking with real world action. So you're doing actionable steps, you're doing what you got to do out there, and you're positively thinking, and with that together, it's good things happen, right? So I really want to take that into consideration when it comes to that motivation, and it comes for us doing what we have to do. And on a side note, right, it was when you add that religion, you know what I mean, when you add God with it, you know what I mean, the higher power on top of, what you got going on, the blessings and all this type of stuff like that will help in addition. I can't even, you know what I mean? But moving forward, when it comes to the fifth segment, we're going to be talking about overcoming doubts and limiting beliefs. So self-doubts, like I said, them self-sabotaging moments can block the flow of positive energy and manifestation to successfully co-create the life that you want. So you must overcome the beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with overpowering thoughts, right? AKA that positivity. And getting yourself around positive people to be able to cultivate this energy and cultivate this life that you're trying to manifest, right? because energy does follow, and the energy, like we talked about before, is the energy you put out there is the energy that's going to come back. So we got to be kind of aware of the energy that's around us and the energy that we're distributing. So key point number one in regards to this segment, we're going to be talking about identifying limiting beliefs. So pay attention to the thoughts like I'm not good enough or I can't have that. These beliefs are often learned and can be reprogrammed when we, like I said, have positive thinking in regards to changing our mindset. Next is going to be affirmations. So use positive affirmations to change your mindset and shift your belief system. You want to repeat statements like I am worthy of success, I'm open to abundance, right? And just really dive into that self-love, self-compassion, and really just being kind to yourself throughout the process as you're, rewiring your mindset and you're really trying to get yourself involved into this new positive energy and the manifestation. When it comes to some research, we discovered from the Journal of Cognitive Psychology found that individuals who practice daily affirmations experience low levels of anxiety and greater success in achieving their goals. So like I said, we have significant outputs when it comes to practice, when it comes to consistency, and it shows that we're going to have lower anxiety and greater success and happiness when we're in regards to our goals when we practice these things, right? So I want to make sure you guys understand how crucial it is, like I said, these affirmations and breaking these limiting beliefs with positivity. It's the only way to break that negativity, right? When it comes to our next segment, we're going to talk about the importance of patience and trust. Good things take time. So I want us to take that into consideration. But when it comes to manifesting your desires through the law of attraction, it takes time, and time and patience is essential. So it's important to trust that whatever you are asking for, it's on its way, even if it doesn't come instantly. One thing that we definitely see in generations, even right now, is that instant gratification. Whatever you see, you want it. You're not happy. Someone can buy you a car and it can get you A to B, but you're not happy because you're not in the Benz, or you're not happy because it's not luxury. You're not happy because it's not fast. You're not happy it's not big enough. You feel me? It's always something. But I really want us to take in consideration, like I said, of just the overall process of patience and trust. Like, good things take time, and when you believe it, it's on its way. It will come at the right timing. But key points I want us to take in consideration is going to be let go of attachment. While it's important to set clear intentions, you must also release attachment to the outcome, right? So trust that the universe will deliver it and it's on its way at the right timing, right? So stop feeling like you have to control everything. Things have to go your way. That's not how this thing's going to work. Universe doesn't work on your timing. It works on the universe's timing. It works on the outputs and things that you're putting out there, right? So let's take that into consideration. Take into account when it comes to that patience as well, right? So manifestation is not just about always being instantaneously, like I said, things is happening so fast. Stay consistent with your positive energy, inspired actions, and trust that everything is going to unfold in its time, right? In the highest good, right? So we got to take that into consideration. Like I said, good things take time, with practice and consistency and just that love and just compassion and good energy, things gonna work out, right? At the best time as possible. So just really take that in consideration. Your blessings are on its way. But when it comes to research insight, a study from the Journal of Behavioral Science in 2023 found that individuals who practice patience and trust during their manifestation process were 50% more likely to achieve their desired outcomes. So this is real, So you, like I said, you can be the person that's stuck, stagnant, and just talking about it, or you can be the person that's taking actionable steps, having that grace, gratitude, love, putting a good energy out there, and you're 50% more likely to achieve the desired outcomes that you desire based off of what you put out there and your actions. However, let's just slide right into our conclusion in regards to co-creating your dreams. By aligning your thoughts, feelings, actions with law of attraction, you can create the life that you deserve, the life that you want, and your deepest desires. The process takes time, trust, and the shift of the mindset, aka positivity. You have the power to co-create the life that you always dreamed of, but it starts here, and it starts about the actions and the energy that we also, like I said, put out there. If you found that this video is beneficial, give it a thumbs up, share if possible, and for more intentional content, stay tuned to Thriving Talks. Take it easy.